Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw B.R.U.T.E Navigator. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch everything out, look in the description and you'll see a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There's even one for the color portion too if you'd like to go straight to that. So for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and then we'll join everybody over in Sharpie Vania. Okay, so this one shouldn't take too long because I mean, you know, it's pretty much a suit, you know? I mean, it's anatomy is what I'm trying to say. There's not too much. Well, let's take this leg out. There's not too much to do here, just because they're so the brutes are so streamlined, you know. So I'm trying to. I want to come up with like a. I kind of like them like a. I keep saying superhero every time I'm talking about characters, but like a like floating like a superhero. You know, it's kind of hard for me not to use that word because that's exactly what I think of. You know, and in doing that, I want to make them like flying. And I know they're not. I know they're not superheroes. I know they don't fly. I know they drive the mechs and all that stuff, you know. But I don't know. I just kind of like that. So I'm gonna try to. Well, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna try to make like a kind of a flying superhero-ish, heroic pose. I guess that's the word I'm going for. Heroic. That is our word of the day. Go use that in a sentence, and not just. He drew it in a heroic pose. You gotta come up with something better than that. Even though I guess, you know what? I guess that's how I'm using it. So I guess you got me there. Like, if you want to use it however you want, you can get away with that. Okay, so let's see. I just had to extend that leg out just a little bit. Bring this one down. Something like that. Something like that. This is going to come up here, and this is going to come across and down. And so I've said this before, and so this is what I like talking about and reiterating, is that this is the great thing about being able to draw whatever you want, is that you can take characters like this, and just by looking at the detail, which is what I'm doing, I'm looking at a screenshot of a store picture, like, you know, when you buy them, just standing there stoic. Just by looking at this, I can sketch this out in anything I want. And so it's not going to be exact. Obviously, I'm trying to work fast so you guys don't have to stand around too long just watching me. Or, you know, if you're doing it yourself, I'm trying not to take too long. But that's the fun part, is you get to draw whatever you want in any pose you want. And that's what I love about doing this so much, is we are the creators. This is our character, you know, our pose, our day in the sun. All right, so let's see. Let's try to give him like, I want like that heroic pose I was talking about. The pose in which he is heroic. There you go. I'm trying to come up with different ways to say it. Let's see. Let's see if I'm gonna bend this arm up. How about down like that? Because I guess that's kind of the other way I'm looking at it. Is kind of like, look at me, Ma. I'm strong. You know, something like that. So that's kind of the look I'm going for here. Okay, so let's see, there's a couple of layers like this, and then I've got fingers in like this. There's hand, there's hand. There's that hand like that. And let's see. Let's see if I could do this one. This one's a little trickier from the angle, but I should be able to. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, right? Okay. One down like that, like that, like that, and like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me zoom in on the face real fast just to see these little details I need to get. Even though technically there's not much I really need to do, right? I mean, it's all covered up by his cool mask. His cool McFool who eats lots of gruel. I'm just kidding. Just trying to be silly. Maybe I should just stick to drawing, right? And that is drawing with another R in there. I'm drawing. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay, I'm good. I'm ready. I say we switch over. So it's ding 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 Sharpie time. I'm going to switch over to the Sharpie fine point and the Sharpie pen, and mostly the Sharpie fine point, but the pen's just for those tiny little details that I might want to stick in there every now and then. Ooh, let me give him a shoulder over here. I almost forgot about that. Okay, but for the most part, I think I just need this Sharpie fine point, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. And usually I start with the face, but it's a visor, you know, so there's not much I really need to do. So, you know what? While we're talking, though, I'm going to start with a better Sharpie. Let me bust out the pack. Let's open up a fresh new one. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start out with a point right here and just go up and just draw it, okay? So there's my point, and I'm just going to build up. Same thing, and go this way. This one needs to come up a little bit higher, and then I can just go up, and then connect them across. Let me see if there's a little indentation right there, but I'll do that with the finer point Sharpie. Let's just go across like that. Then I'll come back with this, and this is what I'll use this for. Just tiny little things like that, little accents. Okay, so let's draw his head. So it's a little domed, kind of up a little bit like that, and then we can go around. So now it's gonna arc over like that. Okay, so let's draw his chin and jaw so we can have more start points. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go across like this and come down over here, and then we're going to draw that jaw in like this, and we'll go ahead and let's just finish it up. Let's go all the way up here and come up like that. Same thing, go over here, come up like that, and again I'll use the finer Sharpie just for like an inner edge, which would be hard to do with that Sharpie, the fine point. I mean, it can be done, but I can control line widths much easier with this. Okay, and there's more. There's what, like a microphone, stuff like that. So we'll just kind of do something like this, just to accent that something is there, and then I'll switch back over. Okay, so let's draw the ears. And so I'm gonna put them about right there, and just kind of go up and come in like that. Same thing, I'm just going to go up and come in like that, and I can draw the wings of the ears now. Okay? Something like that. Yeah, I like that. And he does have little accent lines going up like this, and then going back. Very, very Jack Kirby-ish. All right. I love making that noise. Okay, so now let's just do his neck and work our way down. Sorry, there's a penny floating around here and I keep hitting it, making that weird noise. So I'm just going to come in here for his neck like that, come down here for his other part of his neck, and then I'm going to draw that piece that's his neck piece. I guess that's the best way to say it. It's like this, then it's going to go around. Something like that. And it's got levels to it, so we're going to kind of come down a little bit, go around like this, go over. So we're kind of making it like a 3D look to it, you know? Something like that. And so, since we said it's got levels, let's go ahead and just do something like this, just to kind of give it that third level. Get it? 3D, third level. So now we can work on the rest. And so let's do his shoulder blades, and that'll give us, again, start, stop points to work our way down. So I'm going to do this shoulder blade over here like this. It's going to come down like this, and I kind of have it up kind of to a point, and then coming in like that. And there are like little tech looking details to it, so but we're not going to do too much. We're just going to kind of do something like this because it's got its own look to it, and color will take care of the rest of that. So there. But that is something, you know, we can add a little our own look to it. So let's do this one over here too. I'm going to kind of come in just like we did there, go down, further down, and I'm going to round it up to a point, and then round it back over like that. And so again, I'm going to do a little bit of that little technique there, something like that. There, just a little bit of, you know, cool tech. And so they're locked on by these little parts like that. That's locking it onto his chest. And so let's draw the rest of his body here. And let's go down to his belt. Or heck, let's go all the way down to his waist and crotch and all that and get it all done. So we're going to draw his pecs to his stomach. And I've got him kind of hunched over just a little bit. And his little undies, his little Batman undies are a little bulged out on the side like that because they're over everything. So then I'm going to come down, I'm going to go into his crotch like this, and then it's going to come back up for his little undies, little underoos, and then I'm going to go all the way up here to his arm. I'm going to stop right there because that's where his arm's going to be. So now I can do his chest piece. So I'm going to come in like this, come over, up, over, and touch like that. Okay, and he does have you know, pectoral muscles that are accented right here too, so we'll just kind of do something like that just to show that there's it's built up, you know, there is something there, you know. And so let's do the top of his undies there, underwear or briefs, bottoms, whatever you want to call them. I shouldn't just keep making jokes over and over again, right? But I like making you laugh. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of do one of these, just again to accent, like that. And his other detail and the sides and all this stuff, you know, color. We're going to take care of that with color. Same thing with all that. So let's work on his arms. So let's do this arm since we're over here. I'm going to go ahead and touch that up since I didn't. And I'm going to do his bicep down to his elbow, or the crook of his arm, the inside, again, but down to his elbow for the real this time. And it's got like these levels to it, so I'm going to start here and work my way back so I can do it. Okay, and it's going to come like this and bring it back up, and that lets me do this. And so see how it's got like two levels to it, like that. That's all I was going for. And again, it's bent, so I know it's it looks like a rubber costume or something, but you know, I'm adding some looks to it. So let's do this hand right here. And so this one, I kind of have, it's in a fist. They're all fists because I think he's like a powerful looking guy. So he's showing how strong he is. So here, I'm going to draw the knuckles like that. And again, I'm just floating them because I know my sketch. I know what I did, and I know what I can do. So I'm going to draw the pinky end like this. And so now, let's see, the thumb's going to be over like this. And so now I can draw the other fingers kind of something like this. Like that. So that gives me room to draw the rest of the hand. And now I'm just going to use the finer detailed Sharpie just to add some details like I like to do. You know, just these lines. I love drawing these lines in the hand just to make it come alive. Okay. All right, let's do the other one. So we're going to do pretty much the same thing, but facing the other way. So we're going to draw the bicep down to the crook of the elbow. And so here his arm's going to be just like this. You know, we're just going to kind of do some bumps from where his arm's bent into the material. So I want to round it off a little bit. Okay, and so we're going to do the same thing we did over here. I'm going to draw the edge like this, like that, and that'll allow me to do the next one like that. Okay, so now we can draw this hand over here, and we're going to do the same thing pretty much. We're just going to draw the back of the hand, the knuckles like that, and that'll lead me to the pinky in like this. And I can draw the other fingers like this. Oh, but before I forget, the thumb is right there, so I can't go too much further. Come in like that, and I have this finger up. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the inside of the thumb, inside of the hand like that, and just add a few little details like this, just to add some depth to it, you know, some fun. Okay, all right, so now we just got to do the legs, not too much. So here again, we're just basically drawing anatomy because that's all it really is. So we're going to draw the first leg like this, going to bring it over to the knee, and we're going to go ahead and just keep going and come down and draw the bottom part of the leg and stop right there because of the way the boot is built. So I'm just going to draw the inside of the leg here to the knee, and the other side of the calf to, again, where his boot is going to be. So now I'm just going to draw his little knee pads that he has here. And he does have like another level of color that I'm going to do like this. This is the only accent that I'm really going to give because he's got color details that I really have to just, you know, let happen. So let's see, we'll do another one like that. And then we'll do the foot. So the foot's going to be, it's got this big part in like that. It's going to come down, and there's the front toe. Just so you're not confused, this kind of comes like this, like that. Okay, and then I can draw the front of the foot. So the foot's pretty much just a block, something like that, and it's got a little bit of a, what do you call it, tread, like that. Okay, so now we just got to draw the other leg. So again, we're just going to draw anatomy to his knee, and we're going to draw the leg, the thigh like that to the knee. We'll do the other side like this, again to the knee, and here I'm going to draw his little knee pad, kind of something like this, because it's bent. There it's straight up, here it's bent, so I can only draw so much of it, you know. And so now we're going to draw the inside of the leg, but this leg is tucked back in, so it's a little bit lighter like that, or thinner. It's thick here, and then it's going to thin down to where it's bent back, and you can see like this basically. So now I'm going to draw the front of the foot like that. Okay, and so what I was showing you there is like that. So that piece is right there. Does that make sense? That's all I wanted to show it to you like that. So now we just got to draw the foot, and it's pretty simple, like that. And then we're going to draw that little tread that we gave him, that real thin one, something like that. Okay, and that's pretty much it. The rest we could do with colors. So I'm just going to add just those extra lines like I did right here. It's going to come up, over, back like that. Maybe do that one on the inside of the leg like I did right there. But I say we take care of the rest with color, right? Let me make sure. Let me double check my picture here and make sure that that's all there is to it. Yeah. Color should take care of the rest. So that is B.R.U.T.E Navigator. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.